My first session today, I realized that Facebook was not recording for the first 6 minutes when I gave a short talk before the meditation, and now I just realized my microphone hasn't been on. So I apologize for that. I'm not gonna repeat everything I just said. I think we'll just get going with the meditation, and I'll talk more on Wednesday when I give my next session. So at this point, I'm inviting everyone to find a position that will allow you to feel comfortable yet alert for the next 20 minutes or so. You can be seated upright, you could be seated on the floor, or you could be lying down. Just decide what works best for your body today. I'll pause here as you get situated. Once you find the position that best suits you, go ahead and lower your gaze and rest it on a focal point a few feet in front of you, or you can close your eyes altogether. And as you settle in, just do your best to relax any obvious areas of physical tension, and then tune into your breath, breathing deep into your belly for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Holding for 2. 1, 2. And out for 4 from your belly, then your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Breathing in again for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 2. 1, 2. And out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now allow your breath to be natural. The breath is always with you. Allow your awareness of it to be your home base and anchor to the present moment, noticing this breath and this one. If the breath is not a good home base for you, you might anchor your attention to another sensation instead. You could draw your attention to your hands and how they feel, where your feet rest on the ground, or where your backside touches the surface you are on. Sound can also serve as a great anchor. You might draw your attention to the soft noises around you, perhaps the hum of the heater, the ebb and flow of nature sounds, or traffic outside your window, the start and stop of voices in the other room. With relaxed, interested attention, discover what the sensations of the breath or your chosen anchor feel like, moment to moment. Where is your attention now? Each time you notice that your mind has wandered off is a moment of mindfulness. Gently bring your attention back to the inflow and outflow of the breath or to your chosen anchor, offering a relaxed, wakeful presence. Now let's take a scan of the body, starting at the crown of your head and working your way down your face, the base of your skull, the front and back of your neck. Meet any areas of tension with kindness and do your best to relax them. Move your attention down the shoulders, the arms and hands, the chest and upper back. Again, relaxing what you can. You might imagine the whole body breathing. Working your way down your torso and lower back into the pelvis and bottom. Continue to meet any tense areas with kindness, relaxing what you can. You might draw your attention to where your body makes contact with your surface. Allow the earth to hold you with patience, stability. Now call to mind your intention for this month, whether it's to stop drinking altogether, to only drink on certain days, or to reduce the number of drinks you have within a given period of time. Visualize that intention as clearly as possible. What does it mean to you right now and your plans for this evening? As you become aware of your intention, draw your focus to any challenging feelings that may arise in response. Maybe you sense some resistance, doubt, or anxiety. If this is normally the time of day when you would pour yourself a drink, You may be experiencing some cravings. Just take a moment to be aware of those feelings. What sensations are you most aware of? What thoughts, images, or even colors arise? Just recognize their presence. If your thoughts are racing, or if you're not sensing much at all, recognize that too, without judgment. Just say hello to whatever is most dominant, perhaps the situation's overall tone. Now send a message to your heart to let this dominant feeling be. Find a willingness within yourself to pause and accept this moment. You might mentally whisper yes or welcome. You might offer it a seat at your table. If you find yourself saying no to the experience, you can say yes to that feeling of resistance too. Whatever is in front of you, this belongs. This too. You are simply noticing what is true for you without judging or controlling. You can be the sky that holds all the weather systems, or the ocean that holds all the currents. I now invite you to zoom in on one challenging thought or feeling, whatever is most dominant. Approach it with curiosity. Explore this thought or feeling more deeply, as if you're holding a magnifying glass to it. What does it believe? What stories does it tell you? What does it think will happen if you don't drink tonight? If you could personify this feeling, what would it look like? How old are they? What does their voice sound like? You might picture your younger self telling you how they feel. Now draw your attention back to your body. Allow yourself to breathe naturally, patiently, and take another quick scan of your body. Where do you feel this emotion or thought? How does it feel? You might name any physical sensations associated with it, such as tightness, throbbing, burning, heaviness. What does that feeling need from you most right now? How does it want you to be with it? You might place your hand on your heart or wherever your body is affected, feeling the warmth and reassurance from your palm. You may imagine pulling that younger version of yourself onto your lap and embracing them. Or you might even call on the presence of someone you consider deeply loving and understanding, such as a grandparent, child, pet. They could be living or deceased, or a spiritual figure. Feel their compassion flowing into you, supporting you. Now, you might offer yourself some loving kindness statements. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free from inner and outer harm. Discover what happens when you bring an unconditionally loving heart to the parts of you that are hurting or vulnerable. As we start to close in on our practice, call to mind one success you've had since you started this journey. It doesn't have to be a big one, just something that you can give yourself some credit for. Imagine yourself holding a picture of it and smiling upon it. You might say to yourself, I am capable, or yes, I can. Now envision a big gold sun above you, bathing you in its bright, warm rays. And rest here in possibility for a minute. As you move forward with your evening, keep this image, this reassurance in mind. When you are ready, draw your attention back to your contact with the earth, to the sounds around you, to your breath. You may gently open your eyes, taking in your peripheral vision, and then the sights in front of you. If it feels good, you can stretch, bend over, and return slowly to an upright posture. Thank you for joining me. As you move forward over the next couple of days, just try to keep what we practiced in mind. Anytime you're feeling a challenging thought, a craving, you can always tune into your breath, your hand, how your hands feel, how your feet feel on the ground, or the sounds around you. It could just be for 10 seconds, 30 seconds. That can make a big difference. You can also remind yourself of any successes you've had, no matter how small. You can remind yourself of what you've accomplished, and you can remind yourself that you're capable of doing this. And try not to judge yourself for any feelings or cravings that you do get. Again, they're normal. They happen. They happen to all of us. And that doesn't mean that we're failing in any way. So, again, thank you for joining me. I'm sorry that I was muted for the first 6 minutes of my talk. I will edit that out of the recording. Um, I'll be back here on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern and again at 5 p.m. Pacific. So I hope to see you then. In the meantime, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to put them in the comments. Or if you're on YouTube in the chat, or you're welcome to send me a direct message or email. Okay, thank you. Have a good night. Take care. Bye bye.